Tonight, state lawmakers are asking the legislature to expand the number of trauma hospitals in Texas, especially in the Rio Grande Valley. CBS 4's Sandra Garcia has more on why one representative believes it's absolutely necessary. Sandra.
There have been plenty of instances here in the valley where a resident has been flown out to San Antonio with severe injuries, and that's because the valley isn't equipped to handle those sorts of situations. Representative Terry Canales says it's time to put that to an end.
There have been numerous instances where patients have not been able to access the level of care that they need.
In a letter to Governor Greg Abbott, Representative Terry Canales called for a level 1 trauma center in the valley. In a statement released to CBS 4, Canales says, in part, trauma is the #1 cause of death for people under 44 and the 4th biggest cause of death of all Texans. The Rio Grande Valley deserves the same high-level trauma care that you would find in any big city in the state. Right now, if a valley resident were to sustain a serious injury, like a gunshot wound, or if they were severely hurt in a car accident, they'd have to be flown out to San Antonio.
I think it's a really big issue, and that being that we're 240 miles from the closest level 1 trauma center to the Rio Grande Valley.
Representative Canales says the time that it would take to do so takes away from a person's chance of surviving those injuries.
The initial startup cost is the big issue, and that's part of what's being addressed, I think, by the legislature, trying to be able to bolster trauma funding across the state for those communities that want to apply for it.
Valley Baptist is home to a level 2 trauma center, which they say allows their patients to stay close to home during a critical time. They continue to expand the trauma services available to the community. DHR is home to a level 3 trauma center, which typically treats common health issues like chest pain or strokes.
I think we're making moves as a community to be able to increase our ability to respond, but for the long term, this is the piece that's necessary.
Cárdenas with DHR says the addition of a level 1 trauma center is the missing piece of the puzzle for healthcare in the valley.
Once it's established, it becomes pretty much self-sustaining.
The Texas legislative session begins this coming week on Tuesday, January 8th, where Canales will bring up this concern. In the studio with complete Valley coverage, Sandra Garcia, CBS 4 Valley Tonight.